Hello, wonderful persons, and welcome to episode 30 of the Adventures in Novus podcast. 30. Phew, we've entered midlife crisis territory, but hey, you're only as old as you feel, right? Right? Nonetheless, we have an action-packed episode coming your way with not one, but two Anders Madronuses. Madroni? Make sure to comment below on which Anders is your favorite, the younger, more handsome model, or the old drunk. Let's hear what you have. Let's hear what you have to say. We are growing a little bit every day, and those comments, likes, subscriptions, and 5-star ratings on Spotify or Apple really helps us grow. A very special thank you to our two most recent Patreon donors, Alex and Jay. Be like Alex and Jay. Give us money, but only if you can spare it. It all goes to pay the bills and keep this thing alive, and motivates us to keep providing excellent content. Socials and stuff in the notes. So let's just frickin' get into it with a recap from everyone's favorite Australian, Steve Irwin. Wait, what's your name? Right, Travis Manson with a black beard. I forgot about the black beard.
You've been listening to the podcast again.
Yeah, another re-listen.
Episode 30. Dear BTB, after successfully completing our honey gathering request, Crick, Anders, Balethor, and I partook in the Redemption Day event in Betchland. Kinda shite, wouldn't recommend. When the light finally did wash over us, it was oddly bigger and more purple than previous years. The Betches thought it was a good omen, while Anders in the group found reason to believe it's a little more auspicious of a sign. We decided to start following the giant tracks the next morning, north towards the barbarians, the bandits, and our cyclopean quarry. We were met with arrows and suspicion, when a young lad leapt down and told us his name was Anders Madronis. A quick history lesson uncovered the truth that Anders' sister Tonya had thought Anders dead and named her son after her brother. Young Anders, or Yanders, told us that Tonya was still leading the group of bandits at the front lines of Grislania, holding the demon forces at bay. Yanders decided to help us find Randolph and the other townsfolk, hoping to ultimately turn this favor into soldiers to help bolster their forces and stop the Bishop of Betchland once and for all. We also learned a great deal about Artie. He was a Sovian, a race, along with dwarves that lived a very long time ago. Artie, or Arturius the Bold as he was known, was a great warrior who woke up in a sword. Still much mystery to uncover there. Yanders took the lead, guiding us towards the location of the giants. But during Anders' final watch, he heard some ominous wings heading for us. But I'm asleep right now, so I'm sure everything is fine.
Now that was an excellent recap. Thanks, mate. So, before we get to the bats, we need to travel to a different part of the world for a little cutscene. I'm bringing you to the southern seas, somewhere between Norg and Erig. Nitrol Haliard, wizard from previous episodes in Feyhaven, is chained and shackled in the bowels of a Calamian ship. All around him, a large sea battle raged. There's been explosions, cannons firing, ships colliding, and now the sounds of soldiers boarding. Nitrol's quite content, dozing off here and there with the rocking of the waves. Another explosion erupts as the ship nearby is taken out of commission.
Yes, taking their sweet time up there, yes. I've got places to be. Have to make it to Redemption Day.
And he kind of dozes off again. Screams of war erupt from the top of the Calamian ship as steel meets steel. Nitrol allowed himself to be captured, of course. It was faster to show his elven ears and be captured by the Calamians en route to a battle to see what the fuss is about with these new adventurers who have been a thorn in Kalam's side lately. He knew Kalam would bring him right to them. The Calamian men guarding the brig share glances with each other, not knowing whether to stay down here and continue guarding or join the fight upstairs. The decision was made for them, as the brig hatch is pierced by a scythe and gets ripped open. A dragonborn jumps down into the brig, right in front of one of the Calamian guards. The guard looks upon what just landed in front of him, slowly getting more and more terrified. Alexei, describe what the guard is seeing.
Yes, well, what you see is Gilgamesh. About 6'8", black dragonborn dragon. Yes, full black plate mail. Very big scythe. Yes, there's no, that's not what we're talking about right now. he dives into the. It's a cape. There's a cape as he jumps down. The cape billows back, and it's black too. But the inside is nice. I say very dark, velvety. No, that's not. Yes, purple, black. Yes.
That is perfect. So Gilgamesh is a little unhinged.
I have what? Oh, sorry, there's one part of it.
Yeah.
Oh, and as he gets to, it lands on the ground. He smiles. Big teeth. Smiles ear to ear. Snarling teeth.
So Gilgamesh is a little unhinged. And he lands right in front of this Calamian soldier. And Gilgamesh, you get a surprise round on this guard.
Yes, I thought this would be what's happening. So instead of do swing just yet, I can I'll kill him soon. But first, I use my beacon. Yes, and the darkness the darkness manifests. The darkness in my soul, it manifests as an aura of flickering shadows. It goes out all around the room, fills the room, shadows everywhere.
Creepy. Go on. So what did you do for the surprise round? Can you explain it?
Use an ability. Beacon of evil. Not evil. Good. Yes, very good. Gilgamesh, very good. Yes, we're here to help the good peoples. We are here to help the good peoples of here. Yes. So these shadows, they help many good allies. See, friends. Gilgamesh has many friends, good friends. Yes. So they get boosts, attack, damage, saves against fear, because he's a good friend.
So this Calamian guard sees this Dragonborn fall in front of him, start talking nonsense and glow with evil, and he just goes, "By the light of the All-Mother." Everyone roll for initiative. We're going to do this theater of the mind.
Where is my mind?
Good
Fatty natty.
Yeah, good start.
You know why?
I'm not visualizing.
Visualize.
I'm not visualizing. Yeah.
I wasn't prepared. I got a fatty natty.
There you go. Although this dice tray fucked me before too, so
22 for my character.
13 for mine.
31.
Okay. Holy shit.
Burying the lead on that.
I rolled a 19 and I've got plus 12 initiative.
Holy crap.
And what is yours, Gilgamesh?
16.
Okay, we'll just sort this. Boop.
Crusades in the days of rage.
Top of round 1, it is Randy/Hans.
What? Hans?
Haynes.
Hayden.
It is Haynes.
Top of round 1, it is Randy/Haynes.
Yes. The darkness is your ally. You merely adopted it. I was born in it, molded by it, and I shall do flurry of stars.
You jump down the hatch.
Right, yes, Haynes shall enter the dark hatch to support his ally Gilgamesh.
Tell us what you can about Haynes.
So, for the intro, Haynes shall take off the mask for a moment.
So, a shadowy figure approaches from the darkness, and the last thing you hear is, "Nothing personal, kid."
Shout out Milton T. Pike 1, monsieur.
Mortals, my name is Randy. At least that's what my mom and her boyfriend Lance call me.
What's happening?
I can't get through this. Hey, serious, Derek.
Mike's characters get me every time.
But when I don my mask,
You may address me as Haynes, the Shadow Weaver. My existence is a whispered rumor, a shadowy legend that strikes fear into the hearts of the ignorant. My ninja clan is an enigma, a labyrinth of darkness that only the truly enlightened may comprehend.
And then he removes the mask again.
my skills are a manifestation of superior intellect and mastery over the arcane arts. Stealth, deception, poison, mere child's play for one such as I. My enemies are but mere pawns sacrificed on the altar of my greatness, and you, adventurers, are but mere insects drawn to the flame of my magnificence. State your business, and perhaps, just perhaps, I shall deign to acknowledge your presence and allow you to live.
That was awesome.
Oh, I'm a ninja.
Okay.
Randy, just get in the fucking hole, okay?
Yeah. So you jump down.
Also, you see Gilgamesh. He's moving his head from side to side, like he's rocking to a beat. Yes.
So you jump down. You see 6 guards, one right in front of Gilgamesh. You see 5 more, 20 and 30 feet away. They're all in the brig. It's a very small prison room. You see an old man in a cage sleeping with an anime-sized bubble coming in and out of his nose.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Randy shall don the mask before taking action.
And I'm Haynes, and Haynes shall start throwing shurikens like a madman at all these guards. Alright, so Haynes will throw the shurikens, one at a guard each, one each.
Oh,
Well, yes, I see.
Are they 1920s or are they just 20s crits? What do you... Give me your sheet.
Yes, we have one fatty natty. 26 and 15.
So the first 2 hit, and one misses and hits a piece of wood in the boat. So you had a crit, did you not?
Indeed I did.
Let's confirm that crit.
hey.
That crit is confirmed. So how much damage does the first guy take?
Yes, my crit was 17 damage.
Woof! And what was the other one?
10 damage.
Nice. So you hit one guy right in the chest. He just goes, oh, right in his collarbone and splits it open for 17 damage. And the other one in the background will take 10. He just got it in the leg. And that is a good start for Randy. It is now Arkin's turn.
It is Haynes. It's Haynes.
Randy Haynes.
It is Haynes.
You gotta watch yourself, Mike.
You need an actual mask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have to cover it. Just a lot of masks lately, hey? We got Crick, we got Haynes, and Jay's character.
Yeah, well, Salazar has a mask too.
Oh boy! All right.
He's a filthy drow.
So Arkin,
Spoilers.
I'm gonna find out in about 30 seconds.
so Arkin falls next through the hatch. And what is an Arkin?
My name is Arkin. I'm an Aasimar. I have blonde hair that glows. My incisors are elongated, and I have small tufts of blonde fur on parts of my body, chest, and arms. I wear a breastplate, wield a flaming heavy mace, and hold a special spiked shield in my other hand. To say Arkin is beautiful would be an understatement. I was born and raised in Norvenia, a kingdom far to the west across the sea. I am a princess of Norvenia, a role and title I constantly rebel against. So at a young age, my grandfather, the king, made arrangements to send me abroad, to keep me safe and give me some perspective as a future ruler. A strong Gwarian warrior from the dragon clan named Akimbo came, and we sailed back to his homeland, a foreign place to myself. I am aware that these lands are troubled. I seek to unlock the knowledge required to combat this evil. I have been gathering allies, knowledge, and power to fight whatever is coming for us. I hold a good luck charm, a star drakeling. I have named Crom after a beloved fallen ally. We found Crom trapped under the Desert of the Fated, locked away in a prison by Kalam. We have shared minds now, and we are learning much as our trust continues to grow. Oh, also I get turned on by gore, violence, love sex, and worship Politius.
Oh, I forgot you named it Crom.
Arkin, what do you do?
So as Arkin descends into the hole, you see 2 spectral morning stars around her. These are the favored weapons of a deity, and as she has hedging weapons cast on her, she has 2 of these weapons floating around her. So the one free hand she has, she reaches forward, and on one of the gods in the back, next to one of the other ones, she casts Murderous Command.
The one with the shuriken in the head or the one with the shuriken in the leg?
The one in the leg.
Okay.
And I'm going to say, kill your friend. The one who's already hurt. So please make a will save.
Yep. That will save fails. 5 on the die.
The target has a mental urge to kill its nearest ally, which it obeys to the best of its ability. The target attacks its nearest ally on its next turn with a melee weapon or natural weapon. It moves or charges if it's too far away, blah, blah, blah. It's going to try to kill the guy.
Yep. Perfect. And it is now the guard's turn. So the guard with the shuriken in its leg turns to the one with the shuriken in its face and says,
Shuriken.
And he says, back to the warmth you must go, and swings with a falchion and hits.
That's a will line right there.
Will's taking it back.
Yeah. Will's dead, all right? Will's dead.
Yeah.
Maybe not. We don't know when this time is.
He is not dead in this point in time, in fact. You murderous bastard.
Yeah, he is.
By this point?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where are we here?
Because you're Gilgamesh.
Yeah.
So that means Will's dead.
Really?
Why would you make Gilgamesh if Will was alive?
We're talking. Are you talking about Crom?
Time. We're talking about time.
Oh, I got your dead characters confused.
The one that you miraculously killed. Somehow we are not talking about the most improbable death.
But it was about a 1 in 12,000 chance.
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember doing the math on
Yeah.
it, and it was around 1 in 12,000.
Yeah.
Because it had to be crit, confirmed crit,
Yeah.
max damage, and it had to hit in the first place.
It was it was like cantrip.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was maxed. It was like 4 maxes in a row, which multiplied out to about 1 in 12,000.
Yeah.
You fucking asshole!
Well, Will's dead because it's Redemption Day.
Oh, today is Redemption Day?
Nitro said have to make it back for Redemption Day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, then
Yeah.
cut that shit out.
Dead. He's dead.
But I want everybody to know in the podcast group here, I'm hurt. I'm hurt.
We just got to go back in
job.
time to save him.
Yeah, we
my
don't.
job is done.
We just don't care.
That's fair.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we never saw him again.
And we never cared again.
He cried, folks.
And he slices him for 7 points of damage, and that guard is not looking well at all.
Beautiful.
That was the guard to guard one.
Yeah. You see Arkin kind of, her lips start salivating a little bit.
The other guard goes, "What the fuck?" And he will charge at Gilgamesh. And swing with his falchion. They all have falchions. I rolled a 20.
Perfect.
And he goes, "For Master Dia!" and swings at the Dragonborn for 7 damage.
Yes. You will be next.
Oh my god. So he takes a slice into his arm. He enjoys it very much. And the guard in front of Gilgamesh, inspired by his teammate, will take another swing. Rolls a 1, so completely misses. It's a very imposing figure, very scary, very hard to hit. Another one will pull out a bow. Tries to shoot Gilgamesh with a 3 and misses. 2 more bows coming. Ooh, that's a 19 on the die. Damn. And Gilgamesh takes 5 damage from an arrow shot to his side. Sneaks in through his plate mail. And 1 last bow. And because he's shooting into combat, trying to dodge his own guys, he actually misses Gilgamesh with that shot. So that's the guard's turn. We got 3 against Gilgamesh with falchions, and we got 3 archers in the back. It is now Gilgamesh's turn.
Yes. The one in front, first one. No. It's the guy that hurt Gilgamesh. You die first. 25 to hit.
That's a miss. No, I'm just joking. That's good.
Yes. Gilgamesh has. He's going to use his touch of corruption through his weapon. It's a magic weapon. Very magical. That'll be 34 points of damage. But also, he's sickened. Yes.
Well, the sickness won't matter because you sliced him clean in half with your sight.
He went down with the sickness.
Yes. No, he's good. He's good.
So the guard with the shuriken in his face had a really bad day, and he is now on the ground.
Shuriken.
It's canon now. It is now
Gilgamesh wishes to move still. And he wades forward a little bit just to get closer to all of them.
Yeah, for sure. So
Basically, he's doing a 5-foot step.
Yeah, so Gilgamesh steps up to make sure he's still in the heat of the battle. He didn't like that the soldiers were off to the side a bit. It is now Salazar's turn. What is a Salazar, Danny?
You see a partially cloaked individual drop down from the hatch. This individual is average-sized, dark of skin with long, pointed ears. He normally has a cloth that covers his mouth, but now it's down and he is smiling. Yes, he is smiling. He is currently wielding 2 blades, kukris. One has a bone haft, but the other seems to be made from shadow itself. He looks up, sees what's around him, and goes, "I'm glad you did not wait for me. I see the blood has already started to spill."
Blah, blah, blah. I don't say blah, blah, blah.
That's good. I like it.
Yeah.
Excellent. So Salazar drops down to the hatch. He sees all the blood. He's excited. What does Salazar do? 3 archers in the back, 2 against Gilgamesh.
Salazar leans his head back and just goes, my turn, and moves forward behind one of the guards engaged with Gilgamesh. And he will attack him with his shadowy kukri, right in the back.
Okay.
Back kooks.
I love that your first roll is outside of the box.
Completely missed that dice tray. It's brand new dice tray.
That box has done nothing for me. That is a 31 to hit.
31 hits.
Barely.
He's also flanking, right?
I know.
I didn't even count the flank. Oh my god. That is 15 points of damage.
15 points of damage, and that is one that has not been damaged yet. He takes a kukri in the back.
I actually also forgot a thing, but who cares? We're level 6, right? So I should have a second attack, but anyway.
That's your fault.
I agree.
Yeah.
I'm just, because we were level 5, and as it turns out, like the Arcan one was level 5, wasn't it, to begin with? Or had we actually leveled to 6?
It looks like we've leveled up 6.
Okay. I started
Yeah,
it.
my saves were at 6 and everything.
I just
was like,
remember
okay.
when I was making the character, my starting gold and stuff was the level 5 starting gold.
Yes.
That's why I had it in my... Anyway, my bad. I should have used my secondary attack due to my base attack plus 6. But
It fits the Gilgamesh confusion.
yes.
And just as a sort of additional flavor after he stabs him in the back, when I pull out my blade, I want to pull it out up so the blood squirts a little bit on Salazar, and he feels a little bit good when the blood hits his clothing.
I love it. Top of round 2, Randy's turn. Haynes?
Now all my lips are wet.
No.
I didn't even catch that at first.
No, you didn't. I was like, what?
Yeah, why is that funny?
Because I didn't specify which ones before.
And I get it now.
So I suppose the mask slipped out a little bit, so I will forgive you for calling me Randy this one time. Free action, I shall turn to Arkin and say, Milady, if you'll... I would recommend, Milady, you stay behind me in the shadows. I shall protect you from these brigands. Randy's going to put the mask back on as...
Haynes has arrived, and Haynes shall do a vanishing trick, using a swift action and a key point to disappear into the shadows, my old ally. He shall sneak behind one of the archers. Right, I shall sneak attack with one of my 2 wakazashis.
Yep. So do you want to attack the one with the shuriken in his leg, or do you want to attack the one that hasn't been touched yet?
Yes, Haynes shall go to the furthest untouched archer, and
As he goes into the shadows and back out of them,
the roll is 26.
that is definitely a hit with sneak attack.
Yes, a most fortuitous roll. Haynes has dealt 21 damage.
21 damage as you come out of the shadows and slash him in the back. Blood squirts everywhere to Salazar's glee.
I squirted a bit too.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, yeah.
It gets weird with Arkin.
Milady,
I forgot how much she liked the sex stuff. I haven't played her in so long.
It is now Arkin's turn.
Wonderful. So at the start of my turn, anybody who's been hit, I have lifelink active with you.
Gilgamesh has been hit.
So you will heal 5 hit points. I will take 5 damage. Anybody else has been hit yet? I don't think so.
Nobody can hit Salazar.
I feel stronger.
Some Calamian soldiers have been hit.
I don't have lifelink with them.
Okay.
Arkin is going to step back from the sort of the melee and Gilgamesh there, leave them, and aim her shield, her special shield, at one of the archers. Arkin will take aim at the susceptible one in the back with the falchion.
All right.
She's going to lower her spiked shield, her special spiked shield, and fire one of the spikes.
Oh my goodness. I hate shields in this game, straight up.
Overpowered.
Hate shields?
Because it's freaking Will.
Because he has...
Yeah, I'm just going to make a shield character that just has shields everywhere.
Yeah, Will was just the worst in pretty much everywhere.
Oh, just terrible character. Who made that guy?
I don't know.
Arkin has rolled a 19.
A 19 hit.
Oh, plus 1 is 20, yeah.
20 hits.
Okay. That's that one.
D10 or something?
D10.
Yeah.
So, Arkin, what kind of shield is this that shoots out spikes?
Oh, sorry. The official name is a spined shield.
Ooh.
So it's a +1 heavy steel shield. It's covered in spines. It acts as a normal spiked shield. On command, up to 3 times per day, the wearer of the shield can fire one of the shield's spines. A fired spine has +1 enchantment bonus, a range of 120 feet, deals 1d10 damage. The crit range is 19 to 20, and it's a ×2.
So the spine from the shield comes out and hits the guy with the falchion for
10 damage.
Oh my goodness. So now it is the bad guy's turn again. And he is in front of Gilgamesh, and he will swing his falchion.
My wounds have healed.
And he hits for 9 damage as he finds another soft spot in that full plate armor.
It's okay. I don't mind.
Keep on keeping on.
One of the archers will shoot back at Arkin. She's causing a lot of trouble back there. And will miss with the arrow.
If there's anybody that can hit me, you can try now, please.
The archer that was slashed by the wakasabi.
That's fine. You can stick with that.
Yeah. Drops his bow, turns around, and draws his falchion to attack. I don't know what his name is anymore. For a natural 1, as Randy Haynes easily ducks it.
I'm Randy. I'm slippery as an eel.
Not today. Slippery.
Another one in front of Gilgamesh will attack, inspired by the one who just hit next to him for Master Dia. That's a miss as Gilgamesh's full plate armor deflects the blow. Yeah, and the other falchion guy in the back who attacked his friend will attack Haynes for 19.
That is a miss.
So Haynes is back there. He went into the shadow, appeared, sliced a guy in the back. They both tried to attack him, and he's just like whoosh, whoosh, ninja ability, dodges them easily. Gilgamesh's turn. You got 2 guys in front of you.
Yes, you hit me in the armor. Silence is golden.
And he starts to take a swing.
Ignorance bliss. Better off not asking what you'd rather forget.
He's bobbing his head the whole time as he pulls his scythe back to take a big swing. like 1,000,000 to hit.
Yeah, that's 1,000,000 hits.
With the touch of corruption. 29 damage and he's sick.
Okay, so we're going to pause that. There's another man in front of you. What do you do to the other man in front of you?
I'm gonna swing again.
Yeah, because Gilgamesh is so crazy, he forgot he had 2 attacks the first round.
Yes.
High level play is not our normal thing.
Lower. Second, 17 to hit. Second one.
A 17 hits.
Nice. Free your hate. 32 damage, and he's sickened.
Okay.
You see the power, the touch of corruption, the shadows come out of his blade as he swings.
And how do you want to do this? Because they were both just murdered.
I think he just takes one big swing like he's cutting wheat in the fields. That's all these puny humans are to him. So he swings. No, they're good. They're good. No, they're bad. They're bad. We're good. So he takes a swing right through both. Drops the one in half. The second, the scythe just digs into him right in his midsection and stops there. So he pulls it back and the blood is everywhere.
And just for the record, they were sickened for a second before final death. It is now Salazar's turn, as right in front of you, you see this scythe cut down 2 men.
Salazar is going to look over at Gilgamesh. You were supposed to leave at least one for me.
I got no time for this. Get the others.
We have all the time in the world when it comes to bloodshed. But I will help Haynes out.
There's plenty for all.
And he'll turn to the falchion guy that's facing off against Haynes, and he'll charge him.
All right. Roll for the charge.
Charge! Ooh, that is a crit. 18 plus fucking, I don't know, like 30.
Yeah, roll to confirm.
Natural 20.
Oh my god! Confirmed crit.
Oh, nice.
We've had bad luck with that on the pod. It's nice to see
The
one.
dice tray does it.
Yeah, she got it in the dice tray.
Hit the dice tray.
Right?
Do we think we could house rule if you confirm a crit with another natural 20, it's max damage?
The old 3.5 rules were if it was natural 20, then natural 20 again. I think, and then if you confirm on the third one, not just a hit, then it's instant death. But that's like the
Let's
old
not get ahead of ourselves.
Yeah, we don't need to go
I
crazy.
can't remember, are we doubling or rolling?
Whatever
Your choice.
It's your choice.
It doesn't double your sneak attacks though.
Yeah, we'll just roll twice, why not? 2 and 27 points of damage.
And how do you want to do this?
Salazar will come charging up to this unaware individual right on the other side of Haynes, and he will drive the shadow kukri right up in the lower part of his back and pull upwards, splitting his spine and spraying Salazar with ungodly amounts of gore.
And that guard's eyes go wide and then dark as he is now back to the warmth of his all-mother. Top of round 3. That's a good turn right there. Randy. Haynes. Randy.
What? There's one archer left.
There's 2. So there is the archer left in the back and the other archer who dropped his bow to face against Haynes. And it is now Haynes' turn.
Fine work, Salazar. We'll be back at my mother's place enjoying some Hot Pockets in no time.
I do enjoy your mother's hot pocket.
Oh my god.
Arkin's very sex forward.
It is uncomfortable for all of us.
Sex currently.
This is the weirdest group of all time.
It's for a Tales episode. There you
I don't
go.
know if it's actually the weirdest. Even.
Spoilers. Yeah, that Kalam group might have been the weirdest.
Really raising the bar on these
Yeah.
Tales parties.
So I'm standing next to a guy, right?
Yep.
Yes, Haynes shall pivot behind the falchion-wielding soldier, and he shall attack him in a sneaky manner. with his dual wakazashis.
This is where it comes in.
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
two
Now you got
D20.
2 with your full round action.
Oh.
So your mind on Hot Pockets, both Wakasakis.
David Suzuki's.
Yeah. Both David Suzuki's
David Suzuki's.
miss.
D-Suze's.
Yeah. It is now Arkin's turn.
Canadian deep cut right there. David Suzuki's.
Seeing the last one there, Arkin's going to reach up to one of her spectral morning stars, grasps it in her open hand, and flings it right at the archer.
Yep, the last archer standing.
12.
12 is a miss as that morning star goes right over his head.
It bursts in a force on the wall behind him.
Yep, and now the ship is sinking. It is now the bad guy's turn.
Getting super wet. The sinking ship.
Yeah, salt water. Well, something smells like fish anyways.
And the archer will drop his bow, pick up his falchion, and attack Haynes.
Milady, I smell your natural essence.
That's why we could never have a woman on the podcast.
Erica just quit.
It's a fervor.
Elizabeth is gone forever.
Yeah. And Haynes ducks, dodges, and what's that? Dips?
Dodgeball?
Yeah. Ducks, dodges, and dips. Oops. And I just touched Danny's foot. It felt good.
Probably Danny's fault. He's the one usually doing that.
Yeah.
I got long legs.
That's the problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the one that previously attacked Haynes will attack him again. And they both miss. So it is now Gilgamesh's turn. The fight is in the back. What does Gilgamesh do?
Gilgamesh was fine leaving the two friends to fight the one, but that one's all alone. So I'm going to go after. Yes, go up. Yes, we're gonna go after that one. So I charge, getting more to hit. Oh, that's a 1 on the die.
I got too excited. So you charge up to one of them and miss with your scythe.
Got to a good part in the song.
Yeah, I got to the chorus. Salazar's turn.
Oh, yes.
Oh, did you want to say something else to jump in there?
No, I just wanted to be done.
It's almost
I
done.
know, but
Salazar is currently flanking with Haynes, so now Salazar can attack with both his kukris. Swinging with both kukris. Oh, that is another critical hit and a 24 to hit on the other one.
Those both hit. Confirming the crit.
Oh, that is a 24 to hit.
That is a crit confirmed.
23.
Wow, crit machine over here.
Yeah, Salazar is
The
deadly.
kukris have 18 to 20, which makes it easier. Oh, I got to roll so many dice I do not have. Because they're also sneak attack. Do you want to lend me some dice?
Indeed.
yep.
I need D8s and D4s. Ooh. Mama. The first attack, the critical hit, is going to deal 34 points of damage.
And the second one?
In the second one,
He's still totally alive.
is going to deal 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage. So with 2 kukris, you annihilate the last one. A slice in the back, slice in the throat at the same time, and blood and guts everywhere pour out from this poor soldier.
Wow, Salazar, you must be really hungry for some Hot Pockets.
Top of round 3, it is Randy's turn, and we got one very badly hurt Lamian soldier
Here,
left.
you get my mask on. Hold on, I'm not ready. God damn it.
Ah, yes, Haynes shall approach the remaining soldier, flanking him with Gilgamesh. He shall attack him with a sneak attack once more.
And I get 2, just 1, because I had to move.
Yes.
Okay. I'm learning. Oh my.
That is a 16.
A 16 misses.
That is good, Haynes. Leave him for me.
Yes, I knew how hungry you are, Salazar.
Oh, I am hungry indeed.
Arkin's turn.
Arkin wants to help too.
Do you have your life thing?
Yep, lifelink is active, so anybody who's hurt will heal 5 again.
Yes. Well, my wounds are closing.
You see sort of a green kind of essence beam leave Gilgamesh, and it floats towards Arkin because she has a lifelink active with all of her party members.
Nice.
And she's going to charge up, and on the way, she's going to draw her flaming heavy mace. It's only 14, 15.
15 misses. It's just like that last kobold.
Yeah.
Just this last man, somehow magically alive. He looks around. He is surrounded. He grabs his falchion, and he says, "Back to the warmth I must go," and slits his own throat.
Give us the Battlestar plans.
So disappointing.
I want to do an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, you get an attack of opportunity? No. Okay. An attack of opportunity on suicide?
No, not like this.
Arkin just looks down and goes, coward.
And now the battle is over. The last of the Calamians on the ship have been defeated.
What's the word? Good job, friends.
Yes, well done, everyone. It seems we have a house guest here we need to get to.
Yeah, and we can get to that. So the ship is yours, and there's nothing left to do but figure out who Kalam decided to take prisoner. In that cell, you see an old man in a hood dressed in common robes, sleeping, sitting up on the bench next to a latrine bucket on the ground. As I said before, he has the classic anime-sized bubble popping in and out of his nose as he sleeps.
Excuse me, old one.
Wake up, old man.
She'll take her mace and sort of clang it on the bars.
Yes. About time. Oh, I see a drow, a dragonborn, a ninja, and an Aasimar. Quite a unique adventuring party, yes. Good work, yes.
Nitral rises up, and as he does so, his manacles and chains fall to the ground after being automagically unlocked. A staff seems to appear out of nowhere to aid his steps. As he walks to the front of the cell, the rusted lock clinks, and the door slowly opens. Nitral takes a hard look at Gilgamesh. And I wrote, and maybe other evil characters, because I was... Who else is evil?
Like actually evil or
Yeah.
who they look evil?
No, who's actually evil?
Oh, Salazar is definitely evil.
Okay,
God damn it.
and then you're not evil?
I am true neutral. I am a total mercenary for hire. I go where the money is.
An evil character? Bad, Danny.
And I'm neutral guy.
I would have changed it if I could, but this is an old character.
Can't have two evil in a party?
Maybe not. I might have to murder you.
You can try.
He's just saying that because he really wants to just get some revenge. It didn't matter what you were, he wanted.
Yeah. If you made a good character, I'm gonna have to kill you. Yeah.
I would have that, actually. Yeah, okay.
So Nitral takes a hard look at Gilgamesh and Salazar.
Well, beggars can't be choosers, as they say, yes. Time runs short, and I'll take what I can get at this point to be sure.
That's why we travel together.
We are very good.
Yes, indeed. Well, I am here to let you know that we live in a world on the edge of chaos, and that world needs heroes. Yes, I've been impressed with your conquest, defeating Antrovian the Determined, freeing his star Drakeling, and also earning its trust. Tell me, where is this star Drakeling of yours?
You know about Crom?
Outside of the ship, you hear someone screaming from the sky.
It can scream?
No, he dropped a human from the sky because he's still fighting on top of the boat.
Oh, okay. I thought he was like cannonballing down to something.
Whee!
Crom likes to stay in the clouds and out of the eye too much, but he's with us. He's above us.
Yes, quite impressive. I would guard him with your life. Having such a creature at your disposal will prove invaluable, yes.
Our souls are connected.
What do you know about the chaos?
Oh, I know many a chaos. I know that one is coming, and I am here to encourage you to be one of the adventuring parties to fight it.
As long as there is fighting, I will be there.
Hopefully some money too, because I'm trying to move out from my mom's house because her boyfriend Lance is always giving me trouble and,
Lance is kind of a dick.
he's a total dick. You know, he doesn't even let me play video games on school nights. He thinks he's like my real dad. He can just come and tell me things, you know. And I say, frick off, Lance, okay? I'm allowed to play. I paid for it with my own money.
We'll get you your Xbox, don't worry.
You guys are becoming quite powerful. You must stay focused. You must keep going. And you must continue to fight and grow more powerful, yes. The world is going to need you.
Did we hit level 7?
If you continue to follow the path of heroes, you will see me again. And I will be able to teach you more of what you need to know to get stronger and fight the battle that is to come, yes. Until then, Balag Buga!
And a light forms in his chest, surrounds him, and he is gone. And there's a 1% chance he didn't go where he wanted to. Let's just roll that for fun. That's a 58. He's good.
Strange wizard. He didn't excite me at all. So, shall we go back to Randy's house?
Yeah, that's right. Hot Pockets for everybody.
The ship is ours. Let's get this one ship shape, and we will be back on the Drafalcon in no time.
Sounds good to me.
Beatings will continue.
My mom better have gotten the pepperoni ones. I told her specifically get the pepperoni ones for when my friends come over to visit.
There. You are a good friend. Thank you for good friend.
Thank you, Gilgamesh, for providing so much shadow for me to hide in and emerge from, all threatening like.
Yes, the good shadows of my soul.
I also particularly enjoy fighting in the shadows. So thank you, Gilgamesh.
I'm going to continue to not question any of this.
As Salazar begins to remove his chainmail and get a nice little sharp blade out, you can see his bare chest has all these markings on it, and they're just little spiders.
Ooh.
Carved into his chest. He starts to work on another one.
Now Alexei's definitely killing you. Yeah. 100%. Not even Gilgamesh. Alexei is killing you.
Fuck spiders.
Milady, may I assist you up the hatch?
Oh, yes, thank you.
And then Randy checks out your butt as you're going up.
I slow down and sway it back and forth a bit as I get up. Oh, my clothes are stuck on this peg.
Oh my god, this is just like Stellar Blade.
And with that, we take the scene away from the boat. I'm using my powers to end that there.
It's just getting good.
Yeah. And on one of the...
Check out our Patreon.
Yeah, check out
We talk more
or maybe OnlyFans. And we go to one of the high peaks of the Dragon Spine Mountains. Nitro looks down at what used to be Greslania. It is now full of demons and undead who are all cheering with delight as the Bishop, formerly known as the Bishop of Akroma, the religious leader of Greslania, the one who betrayed everyone, who is now a lich, prepares a final spell.
Oh, don't let it be this year, no.
Nitro mutters to himself.
We are not ready.
So Nitro is awaiting the same light that has come every year for 300 years. He knows it's not Saren Ray's blessing. It is not Redemption Day. It's a timer.
Oh, damn it. See, we already knew about this timer.
For the beginning of the end of the world. Nitro knew it when the spell was over. The darkest of purple light, larger than any year before, explodes out of Greslania. Demons and undead erupt, overjoyed, chanting and cheering for their accomplishment.
Gods, it is up to our heroes now. We are gonna need more adventurers, yes. He has awoken.
Nitro takes a moment to gather his thoughts.
As long as no one releases him from his prison, we'll be fine. Entering the Eye of Abendigo would be suicide. No one would do that, no. We still have time. Maybe I should have said something to those last adventurers. They seemed quite unpredictable, yes. Lawrence Madrones, I could really use you right now.
So there you have it. A little taste of the first campaign we did in the world of Novus with our OG non-podcast characters. Arkin, if you remember, was the princess that Akimbo failed to bring, as you heard in Arkin's backstory. She was being brought to Fablehaven many years ago, and that was failed, which is why he was shamed into carrying his broken sword, which is now restored thanks to our heroes. Anyways, just a little taste of things to come, planting some seeds for some future episodes, mayhaps a tales. I have big plans, maybe too big, maybe not, maybe just big enough, yeah? So now we're back in Bat Country. It's an hour before sunrise on the 28th of Gosrin, 21st day of the journey, and our group has been ambushed, traveling through the Dragonspine Mountains by not one, not two, but 3 dire bats. These furry creatures are nearly the size of an ox with dark leathery wings that open wider than 2 men with arms outstretched. Who were those 2 men? I don't know. Anders, you are on watch. And what are the rest of you wearing while you are sleeping?
Crick wear his normal clothing. He has ceremonial robes, so he's sleeping this in his bedroll.
So you still have your armor, Balethor?
Balethor wears light armor, so he would sleep in it when outside of town.
Perfect. Travis?
Travis has the endurance feat to let him sleep in his medium armor all night without penalty.
Very nice. Okay, so this is not as dire as I thought it'd be.
And Enders was
On watch.
busy laying on hens, so he'd taken all his clothing off, you see, and it was just a rather compromising position. It could happen to anybody.
Double cranking it.
Yeah.
That's a joke. I have my armor on.
Yeah, you're on watch. And young Anders is wearing Masterworks studded leather. So there's no one that is going to suffer from having to put on armor really fast or not wearing their armor.
One point of interest regarding that lay on hens. Enders has done a full rest at this point.
Nope.
This is my watch. I'm the last watch.
Nope. The rest is not finished. You have not completed your rest.
He has,
So everything from the day before, you still have.
as a group.
Rules wise,
Yeah.
no, because you're talking about resetting everything, right?
Yeah.
That's what you're talking about?
Yeah, yeah.
So when you reset everything is the next day when you do your rituals, ablutions, whatever.
Okay.
So you have not done that yet
So-
because you're still on watch. You would do that at the end of your watch.
Right.
Does my
You still have your...
Second chance
Correct.
still counts.
Yes,
Okay,
you would
that's
still
what I
have
wanted
that
to
on.
clarify.
Yes,
Okay,
you would still have that on.
excellent. See, that's for the people learning how to play the game. You know, I'm helping to illustrate how the mechanics of the game works.
Very important.
You're welcome.
Well done, Mike. So, Anders, you notice the bats. What do you do?
Right, well, I figure first point of order is rousing my mates here. To arms, lads, we're being set upon.
Roll for initiative.
7 for Travis.
12 for Balethor.
19.
4.
Good thing you're on watch.
Yeah.
I told you I was busy laying hens.
So the boys are on the edge of a cliff. They slept in a cave with a bush outside of it. If you're looking at the Instagram, the green part means they're going to fall to their death. The blue part means the mountain. And the red part means the bush. We're going to work on maps. So Anders, you're outside the cave. You have a surprise round, but the firelight from inside the cave doesn't shine enough to see the bats. You did hear the bats. You know that something's coming. You don't really know that they're bats. I know that they're bats. But you knew that something was coming. In your surprise round, you have a movement or attack, but you don't see anything to attack. You've awoken your comrades. What do you do?
Enders is gonna grab the blade. Artie, Arturius. There's danger. Let's see if we can hit something for once, but not just yet. And I'm gonna move to the mouth of the cave there to help choke it off.
Yeah, into the bush, through the bush, and in front of the cave. The bush is difficult terrain. You'll see that on our Instagram. And top of round 1, the first one to wake up is young Anders.
I am coming, Uncle.
No, that's not fucking what he sounds like.
Weird opening line, too.
That was more what I was thinking. No matter how you sound.
He's still half dreaming.
Crazy.
Are we still doing phrasing? I would like to bring back phrasing.
I'm in another dream. Travis already woke me up once.
It's a wet dream.
Of course it's wet. Even the dreams are wet in this world.
So young Anders wakes up, hears his uncle, and he steps up next to him, to defend with him at the mouth of the cave and looks at Anders. And young Anders says,
Let's go, Uncle. We stand, we fight, we die.
which is the Greslania motto from Mike's backstory.
Yeah, we'll see about holding off on the death for now, but let's see what you got, lad.
What's the motto, you? Travis waking up.
Wakes up with puns.
Nick?
Yeah, is it Nick or Travis?
So that's fine to do that with him. He's not really a frontline person as much. So you do him however you want, but right, because he's more of a opportunistic fighter.
But he's also bold.
That's fine.
Uncle yelled for
and he
help.
has iron will, and that's fine. I just want
Bold.
just because I know you didn't actually make the character. I want you to understand that.
Yeah.
You know,
No, you can tell me the actions after, but
that's fine.
That's
totally
what
fine.
you would do.
Totally fine.
It is now Crick's turn.
Okay, so quickly wake up, Anders. Where are these enemies? I don't see. He stand up out of bedroll, mask on ground. I ready action.
I heard flapping all over. There was lots of flapping. Like, at first I thought it was the sword's lips flapping in the wind. He wouldn't shut up, but no, there's something out there, and a bunch of it.
Okay. Crick, get ready. He ready his hex.
All right, so you're readying a hex. Which hex is it?
Crick will do evil eye if he see enemy coming into his vision. He has dark vision though, as well as firelight, so he could see longer than just these other peoples.
Yeah, so when you ready an action, does that change your...
No.
Okay.
Holding an action would change my initiative to whatever it is until I do it after I see the thing, until like basically one after. But readying an action is as soon as it triggers, I do the thing, I keep my my initiative order, and if it doesn't, if the triggering effect does not happen, I do not do an action.
Perfect. It is now Balthor's turn.
Balthor will stand from his sleep, roused. Where is there danger? It matters not. Come, Aelthun, grant your father aid. And Balthor will use his summon monster to bring forth his son, Aelthun.
Good old Aelthun.
This time, Aelthun will be coming from the elemental plane of lightning, as a small lightning elemental appears 5 feet behind Anders. However, it is floating in the middle of the air, because it can fly.
Ooh, don't set me bum.
And when things fly in Pathfinder, it's got perfect flight. So what is
Then
it?
you're okay.
Can it hover?
Yes. With perfect flight, you can.
Great. It is hovering. It's a
You're
little,
allowed to do all the maneuvers of like turn 90 degrees, 180 degrees, fly up, straight down, turn, bank, whatever you want to do.
Perfect is great.
yeah, and it's got 100 feet of movement.
Yeah, and you can think of it as a floating orb that can move 3D essentially. With perfect flight.
That was a
Most things
standard
don't have
action, and then Balthor is going to simply move behind Aelthun as well.
So we got young Anders and Anders holding the cave front. And we have behind Anders, Aelthun, and behind Aelthun, Balthor.
And sorry, Aelthun is going to also ready an attack if anything comes within his melee range.
Perfect. Is that your turn?
That is. Yep.
So now it is Travis's turn.
Travis is going to shift over to the entrance and go, what's bugging everybody? What's going on? And he's going to look outside, and he has 60 feet of dark vision. Does he see any creatures in the dark?
So Travis, in between Anders and young Anders, over the bush, 20 feet up in the air, almost directly in front of you, you see a very large bat hovering in the air.
Holy shit, combat! Here we go! Travis is just going to take one shot at this thing, because he would have picked up his bow, I think, instinctively as he woke up, if that's okay, and then just take one shot.
You guys are adventurers, and you are used to sleeping with your arms close to you, just in case something happens. And you can pick up something and move at the same time, so you definitely have your bow in your hand.
So Travis, with his bow at the ready, sees the thing, goes, oh, there's some horde creatures out there. He's going to loose one shot. But he's not within 30 feet of me, right? Because of how high up he is and how far he is? Pythagoras says no.
Nope.
Okay, so 22.
A 22 hits
4 damage.
for 4 damage as an arrow pierces through the bat wing. So the arrow flies out and pierces through the bat's wing and making a small hole, and you hear it shriek.
Oh yeah, I've seen this thing. As I Because like I said, I'm just kind of lazily getting up and taking a shot to hit it a little bit. But what do I know about anything that might be in this area?
Roll a knowledge nature.
17.
A 17.
When I'm doing these checks, just as a group thing, is there anything that people would need to know for spell things like hit dice, immunities, anything like that as we're getting into some bigger creatures?
If we're
Just because there's nothing I need.
undead stuff,
Yeah.
yes, but not for.
Well, undead is going to be knowledge religion, though.
I understand. I'm saying for this, no.
Okay.
So, Travis, you recognize a dire bat when you see one. And you know that they bite. They can fly quite good, but they're less fast on the ground. So, you guys setting up in this cave is a really good idea. The dire bat is usually found layering in desolate areas, resting in caves or other secluded areas, so this might even be their home. The immense creature has an average wingspan of 15 feet, which is apparently 2 humans standing side by side with their arms outstretched. They weigh 200 pounds, and they could be a solitary, a pair, or in a colony of 3 to 8. So you see this one, but you don't know how many more there are right now.
Yeah. All right, one and all, we got dire bats outside. Managed to hit one, but it sounds like there's multiple out there with those wings. They're slow on the ground, so let's try to keep them bottlenecked at this cave here.
Perfect. It is now the bat's turn. So the dire bat that was pierced by Travis's arrow is quite upset and will attack young Anders, as Travis is behind young Anders and the dumb bat didn't know what attacked him.
As soon as he come into view of Crick,
Yep.
Crick wished to do his evil eyes.
Fair enough. And the bat is flying over the difficult terrain, just so people know.
Please, Mega will save.
Okay, we'll save for the bat. That's a fail. Hey, 3 on the die.
So this bit he get -2 to his attack rolls. This lasts for 8 rounds.
Oh my god. Beautiful.
Nice.
That is a long time. And is Aelthin gonna...
He's not within reach, is he?
He's not within reach. I neglected to move him above Anders, which I should have.
Okay.
That's my fault.
Yep, fair enough. And here's the attack, the bite attack on young Anders.
-2.
And that is a miss, as young Anders, deft and agile, ducks below the bite attack.
Yeah, fancy footwork, lad.
Thank you, Uncle. And the second bat, sensing the threat, will do the same thing and charge young Anders with another attack. And just as he gets the compliment from his uncle, a second bat comes in and lands a bite on his shoulder. 4.
It's going to turn into a dire Yanders.
10 points of damage as the bat's teeth sink into his shoulder and blood starts to come out.
Oh, stand firm, lad.
I got this, Uncle.
I hope you have your tetanus shot.
I don't know what that is. And the third bat is on the ground. It was stalking Anders before he went back in the cave. So he gets 20 feet of movement. And now we have 3 bats outside the cave with a 10-foot entrance. And this one can only attack Anders. It cannot reach young Anders. So it will take a bite attack on Anders. 21.
That is a hit.
21 hits. And that is for 8 damage as both Anders take bites to their arms and tops of their shoulders.
Ugh.
Runs in the family.
Careful, friends. Very dangerous creatures.
Perfect.
I don't even know if I'd had my rabies shot. Foaming at the mouth.
You guys can all see Doc fingers after this.
Oh no.
It is now Anders' turn.
The elder?
Yes. It is now old Anders' turn.
Old.
Older.
I'm seasoned.
Yeah, you're in your midlife crisis.
I'm gonna go buy a Corvette. Right, so Anders shall yell at the dire bats. Squatter's right, bitch. This is our cave now. Right, so yeah, Anders is gonna power attack the middlemost dire bat, the one that's directly in front of him in the mouth of the cave.
Yeah, the one that's taking the arrow shot.
Yes, I figure I can get the most purchase on an attack on that bet.
Let's go!
Let's do this, Artie. Well, that's going to be a miss. That's 2 in the die.
That's 2 on the die as the bat swings its wings back and dodges the sword attack. Ah, I almost had him! So, top of round 2, it's young Anders' turn. And let me say, young Anders, he's young, he's bold, and he wants to impress his uncle. And he has 3 squares that he has to move through to get in behind these bats. To get past these 3 squares, he's going to have to roll an acrobatics check to go through the bushes, under the bats, and behind the bats. But the bats will have a chance for an attack of opportunity if Anders' acrobatics check fails. And that's against their CMD, which will be +2 because there are 2. So there are going to be 3 rolls, 3 acrobatics checks. So we'll see what happens here. Young Anders is going to try to move through his first square, acrobatics check. And he gets a fatty natty, which is impossible for the bats to try and get their attack of opportunity. So young Anders has successfully gone under 1 bat, moved 5 feet, another acrobatics. And he also gets a 17 on a die, which is 29. He's a +12 acrobatics, so he has moved 10 feet. And Anders is seeing his young nephew slip under 1 bat, roll through the bush, and try 1 more acrobatics to get behind the bat. This one is a 17. Taking a look back at his uncle, thinking, I got this, right? But he shouldn't have taken his eyes off the prize. He does make it in behind the bats, but they do both catch him with attacks. The one with the hole in its wing goes for a bite, and that's a hit. So young Anders is going to take 1 bite as he's tumbling through the bats for 10 damage. The second bat attacks, and that one misses. So he takes 1 bite attack, the other one misses. And he rises up, blood dripping out of his arm from that attack, and swings at the bat with the hole in its wing opposite Anders for a sneak attack. And for the record, he has daggers.
Some fancy Michael Jackson moves there. Don't take your eye off the prize. Let's do this.
I'll show you what I got, uncles.
+11.
Who is this Michael Jackson?
From a very far off land.
Who's bad?
Some folks say he walked backwards.
Smooth criminal.
And I hear he also walked into the moon.
19 on the die. That is a critical threat with his dagger. He is going to roll to confirm. And he confirms young Anders' first attack is a crit, baby.
Put me to shame.
2d6, 2d4 +10 coming this bat's way for 24 damage. And he stabs this bat right. I don't know. Where do you stab him?
Gaddafi's him because he's kind of hovering in the air, you know?
Yeah.
Give him the old Gaddafi treatment.
Omar?
He got stabbed up the pooper. Is that what happened? Yeah. Dude, it was on the news. It was brutal.
That's great.
He's trying to cut open the pinata by
What are
cheating.
those main veins called? Like
Arteries?
Yeah, thank you.
So not a main vein at all?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And calculated with his dagger, he slices up and hits an artery of the bat for 24 damage. And the bat bleeds out and slowly falls to the ground and goes to his forever nap.
The bush is full.
It's a bloody bush.
My mom's so upset with me.
She'll never listen. Does she listen?
No. Yeah. She doesn't understand English anymore.
She's given up on English?
She forgets a lot of words now because she's been in Quebec for so long.
She's been in Quebec land?
Yeah. It is now Crick's turn. You just saw young Anders acrobatically go through behind the back lines and slice this bat open.
I owe you a pint, lad. That was fancy work.
I got something special for you after this battle, Uncle.
Why do you have to say it like that?
Sounds rather disturbing.
It's not my dick.
Slightly less disturbing, but
A celebratory drink.
This is getting as awkward as an episode of Arrested Development. Sky rockets in flight.
Afternoon delight.
Okay, Crick turn. He take 5-foot step into corner of Kiev and then onto other bit not near young Anders. He do make a will save.
All right, to the bat to the right of Anders, not the one that young Anders is behind, the other one.
Fucking asshole.
I might cut that.
Fucking asshole. Good.
Yeah, well, you know, you guys all saw the dice roll, and he passes.
Bad.
They're very sagacious.
Animals honestly usually have decent wisdom because they're alive in the wilderness, and that requires survival.
Intelligence 2, wisdom 14.
There you go.
This not working. Friends, please finish them.
It is now Balethor's turn.
Okay. Balethor will turn to Aelthan. Aelthan, go. Use your move. Get around the other bat, the one that Anders faces. And then, he will fly around.
He has 100 feet of perfect flight, so you can basically go anywhere you want and come in anywhere you want.
Yep. Now you're flanking with Old Anders.
Old Anders. And this lightning elemental will take its slam attack against the bat. Still not very good. It's a 13 to hit with the flank.
13 misses.
Okay. And then Balethor will cast a spell himself with his own standard action, and he will attempt to fling an acid splash at the bat engaged with young Anders. Ooh, that's an 18 on the die. Yes, it's 4, so it's 0. So 18.
18 hits.
Ooh, nice. 3 points of acid damage.
So acid spews forth from Balethor and covers the bat.
The one closest to young Anders. And that is the end of Balethor and Aelthan's turn.
Next up is Travis.
Travis kind of likes where he is. So Travis, note that there's 2 bats out there. He can see one from where he is right now, the one that's between Anders and the elemental outside, Aelthan. So he's going to do a rapid shot, 2 shots.
All right, the one that's not splashed by acid.
Yeah. The non-acid bat. Natural 1.
Classic.
Making sure what we do. Natural 1.
2 natural ones. Oh my God.
Travis,
Travis is back.
I'm still waking up.
are you sleeping, Travis?
So out the cave they go, down the mountain, and there's one lone tree down there, which now has 2 arrows into it.
Do you need more light?
Perfect shot. No,
Travis.
no, I'm okay. I can do this. Okay.
Yeah, he does have enough from the firelight, and it is now. There's no excuses. I'm not giving him any.
I also have dark vision.
Yeah. Now it is one of the bats' turn. So one bat will attack Old Anders, and one bat will attack Young Anders. So Old Anders first.
Also a 1 in 400 chance.
Yeah. So a bite attack is coming for Anders, and that is a miss. So the bat tries to bite Old Anders and bites into his plate armor, not doing any damage. And
That hurts. I hate when I bite into a fork.
that's what it feels like.
Yeah.
And then the other bat will attack Young Anders and also miss as Young Anders just ducks it. It is now Anders' turn. Old Anders.
Right, all right. Look, Sword, you're old. I'm old now, apparently, so
Yeah, we're both old. Let's go.
I can hit something, right?
Yeah. And you hit. Already high up into the air, crashing down for how much damage on this bat?
That is 15 damage.
15 damage as you slice through the bat. Yeah! And this bat is not looking good. It has a big gaping wound. Top of round 3, Young Anders. He's going to face the one that's been acid splashed. He's got 2 attacks. He doesn't have the flank anymore. So just 2 attacks with his daggers. Oh, we got a critical threat. Rolling to confirm. Young Anders is a boss. And that confirms. For 13 damage on his first attack. Second attack is another hit for 9. And you guys see Young Anders stab the bat in the back. The bat turns around and he slices the bat's throat as his next bat falls beneath him. The second done by Young Anders. He's OP. And 2 dead bats are in front of Young Anders and he's covered in bat blood. Do you want to see more, Uncle?
Don't go thinking you're better than me now.
That was a nice shot, your last one. And it is now Crick's turn. And this bat is very badly hurt.
Yes. Crick not worried so much about this. He has many capable friends here that can do these damagings. So instead, he moves slightly forward a bit to get a little bit closer. And please make a will save. As he look at them, trying to give stinky eyes.
I'm calling this 15 plus. Aww, failed.
He get -2 to his aces.
All right. It is now Balethor's turn. As this bat is bleeding, shivering, and just afraid for its life right now.
All right, Aelthin. Send him to meet his makers. Aelthin will attempt a slam attack. 22 to hit.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
And he's got -2 AC.
Yeah. Ooh, very good damage. So he takes, that's 9 points of damage. Well, it's technically 6 points of slamming damage and 3 points of electric damage.
Aelthin slams into this last bat, and the bat goes ooh, and falls to the ground. Your son did very good, and there are no more bats.
Very good, everyone. This good jobs.
Squatters' rights.
Young Anders, are you okay? You have bleedings.
So young Anders did take a lot of damage, but he goes, just a minor scratch.
What this boy needs is an ale.
Yeah, he's got a lot of blood on his on his gear as he says this, on his studded leather armor.
Here, Crick will help. Crick walk up and reach into pouch, grab little vial, put finger, got red dot. He, Anders young, just don't move for 1 moment. And he poke him in forehead.
Thank you, masked man. I appreciate that.
Mask on ground, but yes, no problems. You gain 1 hit point every 6 seconds.
Yeah, so by the time you guys are ready to go again, young Anders will be fully ready to go.
Do I observe this?
Sure, yes, of course.
Are you using those demonic magics on my nephew?
You don't actually know I've done any demonic magics.
Because you were out of the house when he did it to Harold. You didn't see him do it to himself. I think that's the only time.
Well, he doesn't know what it is.
And
Exactly.
that's the other part, is you don't know what it is, and you don't have...
I guess I would have to have a knowledge arcana to even have a chance.
Exactly.
Do you want to roll a knowledge arcana?
Well, no.
What? Mike doesn't.
You could do it, and it's fine. I'm just,
What do Anders do?
And do you have knowledge arcana?
Yes.
Okay, well, it would make sense to...
I would say
So
you
then-
have to roll a knowledge arcana.
so then,
sir.
let's go back a half second. So I've done the 1. He's not fully healed because he's taken 20 damage. That's going to do 10 points of healing.
Okay.
So whether Anders likes it or not, that one's happened.
Yeah.
So he's going to get...
I assume it wouldn't stop no matter what.
Exactly. It's just that if you see it, you might stop me from doing the second one. is
Oh,
what I'm
I see.
saying.
Yeah.
So that's why I say that. So
Yeah. So
say what you're doing.
Oh, so Enders will roll a knowledge arcana.
a 1 on the die. So you have no idea what Crick was doing to your nephew.
It's okay, not a problem. Crick used Peril of Power to do the same spell 1 more time. Boop. He poke forehead.
Much appreciated.
This is perfectly normal to me.
Story checks out. Travis goes back to bed.
So Anders can finish his watch. You guys can get rested up, finish all your rest. All your spells will be returned in the new day. You wake up inside of a cave. It is a new day. What do you do?
It's like the bats came in like 5 minutes before the end of our rest. It's like when you wake up just before your alarm, you're like, no, go back to sleep. Just
I don't make the rules.
Anders is laying hands, enjoying the mountain cliffside view. He's laying hands for his second chance for the day.
Yeah. So that's 2 of your 4 lay on hands.
Balethor will spend 1 minute and bring Maggie back into the fold. Good morning, my love.
I want a divorce.
Savage.
I met someone up here, up there.
He's got a big dick.
Leave that in.
Yeah. Cut that up.
Crick will do his usual morning routines of holding Misk against the wall. He'll lean it up and contemplate the pain that it and all of the world has caused.
Travis is just going to spend a bit of time with his journal, and at some point he purposely flips to the very first page, and on the first page, if anybody's sort of looking, you would see a bunch of ticks, like a bunch of little tallies that he's been making, and there's about 28 tallies on there, and there's about 17 of the ticks above that have been crossed out. So he just goes to that, and he's kind of wistfully, mindfully looking over them, and just kind of running his fingers over the tallies there. So he'll spend a few minutes with his journal there, but then he'll close it up and move on.
Can I pause it a guess?
Yes.
Is that how many arrows Travis has lost? Out of his quiver.
No, he can't keep track of that. Nobody can keep track of how many arrows that is.
Mathematician in the world.
It's kind of lame to track arrows too. So
what are the tallies though? Or were you gonna say what the
role play, bro?
Okay,
Like role play, bro.
Well, I can't ask. Anders can't ask what he's.
Why not?
Behind the veil.
I'm busy touching myself in front of the mountain.
Yeah. And young Anders will do a perception check. And with a 20 perception, he sees those ticks that Travis is talking about. And he says, Ranger, what are you ticking over there?
Just keeping track, you know? I don't really want to get into it just yet. I'm keeping track.
Fair enough. Uncle. And he like reaches into his pack and pulls out a bottle of absinthe. Little hair on the dog.
Anders quickly snatches his hands away from his business. Ah, yes, drinking, yes, let's drink.
And you two enjoy a swill together, comrades in arms. Anyone else have anything to do before moving forward?
Just finishing rituals, normal morning routines.
Fair enough. So as the crow flies, you're not that deep into the Dragonspine Mountains, but you are getting the sense that traveling through the imposing chain of peaks with some of the biggest mountains on Novus is going to be a challenge. So you're continuing on the path up the mountain, following young Anders, and even at the lower elevation, you can start seeing the tallest peaks in the distant background that hold year-round snow. It's a sunny spring day, making for dry, dusty conditions.
Young Anders, do you know which direction we're going right now?
We are going to the peak. This is where I've seen the old fort and the Cyclopses hanging out before. It is also where I hear the screams.
Ah, yes, this okay. This sounds like a good place to be going.
We have a long way to go. Let's keep moving.
How long do you thinking? Is this today we get there or in multiple days?
If we make a good pace, we'll be there in the evening.
Ah, very good.
We could hear their screams, right? So they can't be like...
Well, you heard them last night, and young Anders has heard them before.
I pointed them out to you guys after I heard them and asked Yanders what they were. Screams of the betches.
Unless they were still transiting as well, and the screams were happening while they were walking, and we're hot on their tail. I don't think we were that hot.
No, we're days behind.
Yeah. So they're at their destination screaming.
Yes.
So the landscape is rugged and unforgiving, with fine dust rising around your feet and clinging to your clothes. The terrain is a mix of jagged rocks and sparse, resilient vegetation, clinging tenaciously to life. There's no clear path up the mountain, but young Anders seems to possess an uncanny ability to find the path of least resistance. Deftly, he navigates around large boulders and over small rocks. His movement's purposeful and sure. Every so often, he stops and tilts his head slightly as he listens intently to the sounds around him. Satisfied, he nods and ushers you guys onwards.
Uncle, can you explain to me the meaning of the word "init"?
Well, I mean, it's not complicated, isn't it? It's just, isn't it? I mean, if you're in it, I mean, no, what it is, it's isn't it, all right? You happy?
Oh, that makes sense. Sorry, I just hear my mother saying it. I never quite understood how it was used properly.
Travis likes to get in it. See, it can be used two ways.
So, Anders, while we're chatting here.
Yes, Uncle.
I have to say, I'll have to ask, rather, have you had any communication with Okrama?
The only thing I'll add from character making is, remember I talked to you, is he's not a regular rogue. He is a sanctified rogue. It doesn't mean he has to have talked to that god, but some sort of, whether loose or not, affiliation. So, whatever you want.
Your sister, my mother, has kept Okroma alive since you've been gone. And I do worship Okroma, but I have never had communication with him. But he is my god.
You have any powers?
Just the power of kicking bats' asses.
Yes, you're very bat ass.
That was great.
That was quite hilarious. Good one, Anders.
As I said, we'll be there by evening if we keep this pace. In it.
Right, isn't it?
Yeah, but who else can hit trees in the dark from 200, 300 feet away?
This just you, Travis.
Yeah, thought so.
Very good jobs.
There used to be many giants in this area. They have slowly migrated away over the years. Can't exactly blame them. My mother did, of course. You should have seen her, Uncle, walking right up to their leader before anyone could react. Jumped into the air and slashed her dagger across his face. A scar, she said, so you'll remember your idiocracy. Oh, that pissed them right off. However, we did have to run for our lives after that. Good times.
She sounds like very, very special ladies.
Oh, she is the best. Very strong.
You handle yourself quite well as well, young Anders.
Thank you, masked man. Whether you're wearing it or it's on the ground, I will call you that.
It is on now, yes.
Yeah. And Anders, you're definitely sensing some familiarity being in these mountains. You're not near Grislania, but the smell, the mountain peaks, even the sound the wind makes as it's passing through. It's very similar to what you grew up with.
Starting to feel like home, lads. The air, I can smell it.
You get to a point where stairs appear, carved directly into the mountain itself, and the path starts to get much easier. Each step is worn smooth, rounded mostly in the middle from centuries of use. A silent testament to the countless souls who once climbed them. After a while, young Anders stops, ducks his head down a bit, and motions you guys to do the same. Perception check.
Also, I forgot about Anders' other thing is when he does sneak attack, he's supposed to do 2 bleed damage as well every round. So
Yeah.
try to remember if I don't.
Yeah. Well, he actually just smoked those 2 bats anyways, so that didn't even...
I guess it insta-killed once
Yeah.
he sneak attacked,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, okay, good.
22 for Enders. Old Enders.
Trevor's got a 27.
8 for Crick.
24 for Maggie. And considerably less for Balethor.
So Maggie, Travis, and old Anders, amidst the silence, you hear something. An eerie, distant sound that sends a shiver down your spines, especially Maggie. Because not too far away, the sound of something falling, followed by the sickening thud as something hits the ground. When Maggie describes it to Balethor, it's the same sound as when Skeeter hit the ground, only less whiny. Up above, there's a landing, and you see a body being thrown off the landing as another sound of whooshing and another sickening sound of it landing on the ground down below. If you want to know what this sound is, you're going to have to tune in next time.
Gross.
Pumpkins.
I'm not old.
God damn, I hate pumpkin spice.
And that's where Nitrals is suddenly teleported to. Oh, damn it, not again.